what's up everyone? My name's Kyle, and today we're gonna be taking this 1998 vintage downhill bike, taking it down a few different trails and comparing it to a modern day hardtail. In the last video, we actually took a 2003 freeride bike and we kind of compared it to a modern day enduro race bike. It was a really fun video. Oh God. But once we took it out on the trail, we noticed a few things were kind of off on the freeride bike. And so in this video, we wanted to try to do a little bit better job of making it a fair comparison. So this thing has been fully gone through. It's got a new drivetrain, new chain, new cassette, new chain ring. It's got fresh tires. It's got fully rebuilt brakes, new brake pads, everything. So this is pretty much as new as you could make a 1998 bike be. So this bike has about 6 inches of travel in the front and rear, which is a lot for the time. And this is a size large frame, whereas this is also a size large. But one thing you'll notice right away is that on the older bikes, it's quite a bit smaller bike-wise, and then they would do a longer stem to kind of give the rider a little bit more room, versus on the Niner, it has a longer reach with a shorter stem, so it's a 35mm stem. I think it'll be pretty interesting to see what has changed in the last 25 years. But to be fair, in 1998, Intense at the time with the M1 platform and the Uzi downhill, they had such a huge technological advantage that a lot of other brands would actually just take the Intense bikes, rebrand them, and have their racers ride on them, which is kind of funny. So you'd have guys like John Tomac, Greg Menard, Brian Lopes, and many others racing on essentially this platform with a different logo on it. With that being said, I'm really excited for this video. We should probably just get into it. So, all right, I tried to get as moto as I could. It should be kind of 90s-ish. And yeah, let's go see how it goes.
Oh, there you go.
Thought I was gonna die. This is definitely not a 32th chain ring. Lots of speed on the way down. This is the start of the run. So we have a blue trail here behind us, and then that'll lead into a black trail called G19. And we're gonna work our way down on this bike, session a couple different sections and get used to the bike, and then we'll do a timed run and then do the same on the other bike. Let's get started. All right, see how it goes. It already pedals a lot better. Oh my God. Okay, so this thing is definitely a race bike. I can tell a huge difference versus a free ride bike that we did last time. Obviously this one's in a little bit better shape as well. The only thing I will say is, with the rear being a quick release, a few of the times that I hit the berms a little harder, I felt like the wheel wanted to slip a little bit out of the dropout, and so I'm hoping that I don't blow the wheel out of the frame at some point.
It was kind of scary watching you go through that last corner because I felt like you were going race speed almost. And
yeah.
You're just fully trusting it.
Yeah, for the last decade I've been a product tester for so many different brands. A lot of times you have to go do product testing and you have 1 or 2 days on the bike. So I feel like I can get used to stuff pretty quick. This is the start of the black trail. It should be really fun, and I'm excited to see how this does. So on my enduro bike, I ran a 213 last time, and I feel like this is gonna be pretty good. I feel like this might be like around a 220. I'd be happy with that. We'll see how this goes. Oh! Got through most of the gnarly stuff.
Do you feel like you need more strength to be able to push it over?
For sure. A lot more strength. When you do hit a square edge, your tire has more resistance of overcoming that, and so you have to be a little bit stronger. Definitely a little bit different riding style too. And you can see it in the way people rode back then versus now. I feel like people now rely so much on the front fork and kind of leaning over the front of the bike, and then on these older ones you kind of have to lean off the back. We're gonna go down, there's some really fun tight turns and a couple drops and whatnot down there. We're gonna go see how that goes and then just head out for a full run and kind of throw the clock on this thing and see how it does.
The biggest thing that I feel like is holding me back on this bike is the stiffness of the frame side to side. So mostly like the wheels kind of doing this a lot. And I don't feel like I have the confidence to really lean into a line and carve. And the hardtail excels at that point. So it's such a cool experience just to ride kind of something a little bit older and feel what those guys used to feel. What we'll probably do next is just work our way down the rest of this trail. Then we'll head up in the truck and see what this timed run looks like. I feel like a Power Ranger. I'm like the Spid Ranger. Check this out. So the flex of the bike, I think that's one thing that companies have worked on a lot, is stiffening up the bikes and trying to get it to track better. That's kind of what I'm noticing the most, is just the flexiness of the bike.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, this should be pretty fun. So the way I always do this is I just wait till the timer hits 10 and then I go. So 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, intense. I gotta crank up the intensity. Oh my God. Oh, that was sketchy. Oh, sketchy again. These tires are definitely not quite what I'm used to. Oh. Okay. Feeling good so far. Oh, drop. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Rock section. Come on. Oh. Oh. That was intense. Oh my God. I almost missed the line. Oh. 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 Okay. No one can say I'm not trying on this one. Oh, almost went over the bars. Okay. Braking bumps. Ah! Oh, this is gnarly. Okay, rear brake starting to fade. Oh. Okay, drop. Oh, nice. Ah, dude, this is sketchy. Okay. Okay. Oh, I almost died. I am trying my hardest. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, bottomed out the fork and shock. Oh, I'm losing the rear brake. Okay, losing the rear brake. Oh. Nice. Pump. Okay, come on. Pedaling. Oh, God. Pump. Ah. Come on, pedal. It's so flexy, the chain keeps skipping when I pedal. Come on. Come on. Woo. Okay, this is the actual time. This was the Banshee time, and this was my WFO. Oh, that was so sketchy. Wow, okay. That was a really good run. I think I probably lost 3 to 4 seconds pedaling. Let's go catch up with April, grab the hardtail, and see how that thing does. It'll be interesting to see the difference.
Okay, so we just got back to the top, got all the retro stuff off. We're gonna work down the trail on this bike a little bit just to kind of get used to it, and then head up again and do a timed run. It doesn't really make sense to me how the hardtail could be faster, especially because this has 6 inches of suspension that works pretty well, but I don't know. The bigger wheels will be interesting to see how it rolls. Man, it's crazy how big this wheel looks. It's like 29 by 2.4, it looks gigantic, and then like I said, geometry-wise, the wheelbase is really similar, but the handlebars on this are a bit wider, the stem is a bit shorter, and it feels like the front end of the bike is a little bit longer. So yeah. The tires look massive though. It's already a little faster. Okay, so now we're just gonna start working our way down on the hardtail and see what it does. Oh, it's so fast. right, so we just made it down to the rock garden section, and I feel like this is going to be pretty hectic. The bigger wheels definitely roll faster. It is a lot harsher. It's just going to be interesting trying to get through this stuff.
Oh.
Okay, that was a little wild. Usually when I ride a hardtail like this, I'm in clip pedals, and you can really kind of float a lot better through stuff, but that was hard. But it was fun. Let's go see if I can figure this out. That was a lot sketchier.
It looked way scarier.
Really?
On the hardtail, yeah. Because the first time it got a little wild, and I noticed you had to definitely slow down the second time.
Yeah, I think that everywhere else the wheels will roll a lot faster, the bigger wheels, and so I think as long as I can make it through this okay, it'll be really interesting to see the time on the bikes. I feel like they'll be pretty close. Oh man, this is gonna be a hard race. Yeah, really hard race.
You do look like you're going slower than...
April said I look slow.
Slower.
You didn't have an on it, it says slow.
Slower. The trail is pretty rough.
Yeah. Let's load this up. Okay, let's do this. I'm super nervous about this one. It's funny. Like I haven't ridden a hardtail on a trail like this in over a year. Usually when I am on a hardtail, I'm using clipless pedals, but it'll be good. It'll be good. I guess the only pressure is the one I'm putting on myself because I just want to have a good run and kind of get an idea of how all these things play into each other. Okay. 5, 4, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is gonna be so sketchy down lower. Like I was telling April, I really gotta pick and choose where I end up pedaling because my feet want to blow off a little bit more. I do have good shoes, but still it's hard. Oh, sketchy. The bigger wheels roll so fast though. Okay, come on. Oh my God. Okay. Come on. Okay. Oh. Crazy. That was sketchy. Oh, my life flashed before my eyes. No brake fade at all, which is good. Okay, nice. Oh, okay, that was deep. Ah! So sketchy. Oh, oh. Oh my God, this is a terrible idea. Come on, dude, come on. Oh my God, okay. It rolls so fast. I survived.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I was really nervous going into that one, honestly. It's crazy how much faster the bigger wheels roll. You know, even on a hardtail, it just carried so much speed across all the flat sections. That other bike ripped it too, so I had fun both times. The coolest thing was like on this bike, on that run, my brakes never faded. Every time I pedaled, I was in gear, never skipped from flex, you know? I feel like that's one of the biggest things over the last, 25 years is the bikes have just gotten so much more consistent. And even if you had a hero run on one of the older bikes and went a little faster, if you did that multiple times, the bike's just gonna grenade most likely. Whereas on something more modern, like they're so much more durable. All right, so we just got back up to the top and we got to check out the times on the GoPro. So I did a 2:29 on the Intense. I did a 2:23 on this bike, which I'm actually really surprised about. To be honest with you, I felt faster on this bike. And so I think that on this thing, I just felt so pinned and I thought I was gonna die a few times. And so I did give it my all. This thing held up great. Like I said, it had a full tune-up and service, before we did this. So it was as new as a 1998 bike could be. And then on this thing, I mean, it doesn't have suspension in the rear, but I think the modern tires just have so much more grip. And then especially with the tire insert in the rear and just bigger wheels, it rolled so much faster. So I feel like it just carried speed everywhere. And then I did have to go a bit slower through the rock garden, but overall it wasn't too much different. So yeah, it was really fun. Thank you all for the feedback on the last video too. That video was kind of like a proof of concept, and then we wanted to do more of these if people enjoyed it, and so it seems like people did, and we have a couple more ideas in the works. I got a few different bikes, even one older than this, so that'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, if you have any more feedback or anything, let me know in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Just had to give it a shot.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but at least it's not the whole trail.